tend to ask me a lot of questions about their lives, about how to go further, faster, how to get more out of their lives, and lots of different kinds of people as well. Happy people, sad people, depressed people, outgoing people, loving, joyful people, you name it, across the board. But the number one question that people ask me, especially dissatisfied people, meaning people that don't seem to be achieving what they believe they should achieve in the amount of time or where they want to be, and are frustrated, the number one question that people ask me is, Joseph, what's wrong with me? Why can't I get myself to do the things that I know I should do? I'm smart. I know I should do these. Why do I sabotage? Why can't I stay on my diet? Or why do I procrastinate? Or why do I hesitate? And across the board, I always tell people, listen, there's no real simple answer for everybody. There's no one blanket answer for everybody because everybody's different. But I will say this. If there was one thing that I would say governs how and why we do what we do, it's something that I call your primary operating psychology. And all that really means is psychology is a big word for the consistent thought patterns that we have going on. I liken it to kind of like the operating system in your computer or on your cell phone. There's something always telling it what to be, how to be, what time it is, and all those things going on. Well, we as human beings have that same thing going on. It's our psychology. That psychology, what we believe about ourselves, determines everything. Whether we'll be happy, whether we'll be satisfied, whether we're going to do something, or whether we're not. Whether we have the tenacity, the courage, or whether we're going to fail. Those conversations that are going on all the time govern how we feel, what we'll do, what we won't do, and obviously the results that we'll get. But here's the crazy part. Most of us have no idea what that conversation and what that psychology is. But here's the coolest part about it. We can change it. We can actually find out what's going on, and we can change it. Own your operating system. Step in and find out what's going on. Just ask yourself, what do I believe or how do I feel about my finances? How do I feel about myself? How do I feel about my relationships? How do I feel about my physical body? And ask those questions and be dirt honest with yourself, because what's gonna happen is stuff is gonna come up. And you're not gonna like some of the things that you put down, but here's the great part about it, at least you know what it is, and then you can go about the process of changing it. And there's lots of different ways, in our workshops, we actually help people determine and figure out the identity that they want by finding somebody else that they wanna be like or whatever it is, and we have processes and exercises to help people step into and embed the type of identity and the beliefs that they want. But you can do it on your own as well. You can simply just, first off, awareness is always the first step. Find out exactly what it is that what you believe, and when those ahas go on, then ask yourself a question, what do I want to believe? Once you find that out, once you have that awareness, it's like lifting 1,000 pounds of weight off of you, because you go, oh, well, this is not what is serving me, and then you can start to explore what will serve you. And then you start noticing how you're being in those moments when you're procrastinating and when you're hesitating and you're doing those things that you don't want to, and you can start to change those things. Awareness is always the first step. And again, this is a broad strokes of something, and there's lots of different ways to make that happen. But when you start searching for it, my saying is, as ye seek, not only shall ye find, but it shall find you. Magnetic success. So remember this, life is exactly what you dare to make it, and fortune favors the bold. So boldly step up and dare to make your life magnificent, and I will see you at the top.